Okay, today I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite apps with you. It's called Amaziograph. I do this with my students for our digital art unit. It's a really great app if you're wanting to mindlessly create. It does a lot of the work for you and it's really fun to use, okay? And that's what we're talking about with these mandalas. It's about relieving stress, not adding stress to you. So if you get frustrated with things that don't look right, this would be a good way for you to do mandalas, okay? So the app is right here. It's called Amaziograph. It looks like this. There's my icon. When you pull it up, you have all these rotations to choose from, and you can certainly play in any of those. But since we're talking about mandalas, that's what I want you to start with today. Okay? I'm going to just give you a quick rundown of some things. So there's dissecting lines or dividing lines to show you, guide you, okay? Up here is the paintbrush. The paintbrush is what you do your lines with. Okay, I'm drawing with my stylus, but you can also draw with your finger. Does not matter. I'm going to hit undo on both of those. Okay, this is your eraser. That's self-explanatory. The paint can is to fill a color. So if I wanted the whole background orange, I would click on orange, and there my whole background is orange. Okay, and I'm going to show you more about the paint can fill color as well as these colors, because you have more than 4 colors. That would be kind of boring. This is your line quality, so you can have a thick line or a thin line depending on that. So if I push it up like this, I get a thick line. If I take it back down here, I have a thinner line. So you can play with that at any point, but I'm just going to leave it for today on the 10, okay? This is opacity, which is like, I don't really use that very much, but you can play with that. And then over here you have layers and some other things. I really don't use any of that because I'm just making this for fun and for mindless fun, okay? So let's say I want to draw a mandala, all right? It does a lot of the work for you, and it doesn't have to be a flower. It does end up a lot of times looking like a flower in my case, but you can just draw mindlessly. You can change colors and draw with different colors and layer those on top of each other. You can hit the undo button if you don't like something. Okay, I'm actually going to take that down to like an 8. All right, so let me show you this. Let's say I draw something and I really like it. This is it. This is the one I'm going to color. I'm like, okay, I like that. I'm going to color that. Okay, the way we color is we click on the paint can. Okay, and it goes to the last color I used, which is orange. Okay, and I'm going to show you more about that in a second. And then all you do is click where you want that orange. If you have a small area that you're trying to fill in, you can zoom in. Like, let's say I want to fill in this triangle blue, and maybe these tiny triangles blue, and these tiny sections blue. Whoops, and there went the lines. The lines went blue, so I'm just going to hit undo. And sometimes that happens. It might be kind of hard to fill in certain sections, okay, but that's why you zoom in, all right? Now, if you want to change colors, when you pull yours up, these are all going to be white down here when you get a new app, if you buy this. But these up here are going to be your colors. So I can choose this color, and I can do all of those that color, or all of those that color. Okay? These are all colors that I have mixed. So I have one white section down here. Okay, so I'm going to use my stylus. I usually use my finger, but I'm going to use my stylus to show you how to mix a color, okay? So let's say I want to mix this pink. You see how the little pink dot is coming down? You have to drag it. You can't just touch it and then mix it. And there's already white on there, so it's going to be a lighter pink, okay? And then let's say I want to do a little purple with it. That's a pretty color. You could add blue to it. You can mix these however you want to. You could add more white to it, okay? So whatever you do, you just kind of color it, and the more you color it, the darker it gets. All right, so let's say I want to use that color. I just click it, and then I can work with it. Okay, so you're gonna have a lot of colors like that that you can blend, and then if this gets all filled in and you want to do a different color, you can come down and you just color it all white until it's totally white, and then you can start over again, okay? So once you're done, you fill all this in, get it how you want to, okay? You could also come back in after doing all of that, and you could add little details in. So maybe I'm going to take some white and make my line much smaller. and do like some little details. Kind of like in the video we watched if you were in the morning class, where she comes back in and does lots of little dots and stuff. You could do stuff like that, like little dots here and there in different colors. You can change colors. I'm just doing white right now. Okay, so it's really fun to work with. It's really easy to work with. When you're done, you just hit this button. It saves it automatically. You could go back and work on it more later. And then you can also play in these other rotations, like kaleidoscope is kind of fun. All right, okay, so that's Amaziograph. That's basically how you use it. And I hope you guys enjoy it enough that you're gonna buy it, because I do this a lot of nights where I just sit and mindlessly draw things and have a lot of, as you can see, I have a lot of fun with it. Okay, all right.